A world that still measures women by either motherhood, marriage, or social expectations, whose story is it really? Hello, I'm Nadia Azmi and you are watching Women Talk. Today we are going to talk about what truly defines a woman. Now, we always talk about a woman's worth, but you may agree or disagree. In Malaysia, unfortunately, women have often been defined by their relationship status, whether they're married, single, or divorced. And each comes with its own labels, expectations, and even silent judgments. So let's get this into the discussion. Let's get this on the table with my two guests. Joining me today, we have Shazmin Shamsuddin. She is a podcaster and also a storyteller who gives women space to speak their truths. Just the person we need to talk to today. Welcome to the set of Women Talk.
Thank you, Nadia.
Yes, it's great to have you. And also next to her, who doesn't know, Dr. Sharifah Shawati, a mentor who guides women in rebuilding confidence and rediscovering identity. She is an image and branding consultant and also author. It's great to have you here as well. I am very nervous because I have two big media powerhouses in the studio. Oh. So yes,
it's our
two
pleasure.
Idols right in front of me.
Pleasure.
And with a very heavy and important topic to talk about, which is a woman's worth. So I want to start off by asking the both of you, has there ever been a certain label that has stuck on you, maybe in your early career days or when you were much younger, and you know, whether it could be positive or negative, but has stuck on you? People have looked at you, perceived you that way. Can I start with Shazmin?
I think I defied labels, to be honest. That's what happens when you're quite, okay, maybe garang.
So are you?
Yeah, no, not really. But, you know, I can be quite firm in certain things. And in my whole career life, I had to be a little bit, you know,
Does that have a negative connotation to it?
Of course, you know, because once, you know, you're labeled an independent woman, you know, if you're garang, then you're less approachable. But that's really not the case once people get to know me and they realize I'm just like everyone else.
Yeah. What about you, Dr. Shah? You have been a media personality forever. People still talk about you today, even when you're not on TV anymore.
So happy to hear that. Thank you so
has
much.
there been a situation or an instance where, you know, a label has stuck on you? You know, you may have liked it or not.
Yeah, but you know, but it's actually true what they said.
Yeah.
They call me OCD. It's because of the way I do things. Because I like it, everything very professional, very detailed. I'm a detailed-oriented person. So when I expect that from someone and it's not given to me, so that's where they call me OCD, because they don't understand the benchmark of the, you know, the quality that I want. So yeah, I've been known for that until now.
And again, with that perception, do you think people found it hard to work with you, or they were discouraged to collaborate with you? Was it a hindrance, that kind of label?
Definitely, definitely. Because initially, maybe they think that, no, she's too much. She's too much and she's too detail-oriented until it's over the top. But at the end of the day, I've had another staff who worked under me before, and I heard that she told someone, she said, I learned a lot from her.
Yeah.
So I guess because that's how I learned through the years of my experience in working.
And interestingly, if a man had those standards, you know, he wouldn't be labelled too much. He would just be a regular
I've never heard people called another man OCD. I mean,
or too
maybe
much.
yes, or too much, but it would be something more acceptable in society.
But also is your definition of OCD. Sometimes they have a different definition of OCD. Well, OCD is compulsive disorder, compulsive disorder, which is not really actually that, but it's actually more of a detail-oriented kind of OCD. So that one is actually, you know, a penyakit. You know?
Well, if it's too much, if it's too extreme.
You're aiming for perfection.
Perfection,
which is a great thing to aim
over
for.
the years, I learned to tame myself also, because I realized that I cannot impose on other people the way that I want it to be sometimes, because people are brought up differently and they are nurtured differently. They come from different backgrounds, so maybe they are not used to it.
Yeah, we're talking about a woman's worth. So to me, it's something that is valuable. having that trait, OCD-ish trait. It's just natural. It becomes, it's second nature to us as women. We want things, it doesn't have to be perfect, but everything has to be in order, in place. To me, it's a positive and it's a good trait that other people around us will benefit from.
It is very important, I feel. It's a benchmark that you set for yourself.
Yes, precisely.
Otherwise, you will not be doing things accordingly in terms of maybe it goes haywire, but there is a benchmark that says you have to do it this way. That's the benchmark of quality that you want.
Quality and also it gets the job done.
Yes, it gets the job done.
Now, Shazmin, has the narrative, in your opinion, of women's worth evolved through time? Do you think society still defines a woman's worth by her role, whether she's a wife, a mother, a career woman, or she's been divorced?
I think we've come a long way in recognizing that a woman's worth is not just about her marital status or motherhood or her experiences. And, you know, we still do, however, see subtle expectations. So it's still there, but we're getting better at it. In fact, you know, I think what's evolved today is that more and more women are talking about it. You know, talking about their lived experiences and their own stories out loud. Women are content creators, they're podcasters, they build businesses, and they want to be part of the narrative as opposed to the subject. So I think that we're getting better, but of course at the end of the day you still get that, are you happy though? You know, are you, if you're single or divorced, are you happy? You know,
that's a question that is always, you know, out there.
And, you know, people do still question, like, are you're only strong because you've been through all that. You know, it's not about, like, if they have, if women have made decisions for themselves and that, you know, sometimes people can't see that choices we make are just choices that we make. It doesn't have to be this thing where it's connected to other people.
Yes, exactly. So it's great to have people like you, Shazmin, a storyteller, a podcaster, or a host who's telling their journeys, what they have gone through, which is real, the challenges or struggles, whatever they may be, achievements and accomplishments, but you serve as an inspiration to others. I think that's something we don't realize at times. We want to talk about more about being measured by their marital or maternal status right after this break. I want to go to Dr. Shah after this. We'll be right back. Not for long. We'll see you. Welcome back to Women Talk, where we are talking about a woman's worth. So, Dr. Shah, I want to go to you. Some people these days, we're very brave. We have the courage to say out loud in the public that we are making conscious decisions to either maybe stay single, or maybe we are married, but we don't want to have kids. And more often than not, you know, women especially, they get judged by that. So how do we navigate that?
You know, it has been happening for centuries in our culture. You see, you can change the mindset, but you cannot change the culture. The culture will always be there, where we were nurtured by our parents before that the most ideal person is the one who's married with babies. So that's exactly like as if they're saying marriage equals to happiness,
success.
Marriage equals to retirement plan. So basically it doesn't have to be that, because we are, I mean, the time is changing, the era is changing, people are more liberated, that women are more liberated, and they have a choice, It doesn't mean that when you get married, it all ends there. Like some women just lose themselves once they get married. They don't take care of themselves, you know. But what you need to do is to make sure that you decide what is it that you want to do. What is it that you want? Who are you? Who are you? That's the most important thing. Self-care is the most important. For you to know, for you to love yourself. So in a way, even though you're married, right, you can't go with a you know, thinking that, okay, my husband is going to take care of me. No. You are going to take care of yourself forever and ever. if you have that mindset, you will always be the person that that you can count on. Okay, so I was saying that you have to be your own decision maker. You have to be the CEO of your life. You have to be the person who's going to pen down the story that you would like to be going through your journey.
You take charge.
To take charge, yeah, you have to take charge, because if you can do that, then forever and ever, whatever happens to you, you'll know exactly what to do because you are in charge. So it doesn't matter if people say, "Are you not married yet? Are you still single?"
Yeah.
And I would say, "Yes, I am."
Now I want to go to Shazmin, talking about singlehood.
Yeah.
You candidly talk about being divorced, right,
Yes.
Shazmin? How has that been in terms of the acceptance of society around us? Some people, they prefer for others not to talk about the struggles, the black history, the dark days that you have gone through, because it shows a weak side of you. But on the flip side, when you show, okay, you've gone through that, and then you show that you've been able to rebuild your career, your life, and, make a very good living. You didn't have to rely on anyone. That is true inspiration. That is a motivation for others who are probably in the same situation to make a step for their own good.
Yes, absolutely. And I'm in a rare position that I have an audience who want to hear these stories because they may be going through something very similar and they don't know how to navigate this, these various stages of impending divorce. Now, I speak quite candidly and very openly about what I went through. And though, that is the past, I am the happiest I've ever been. So I feel that it was a very positive divorce, and, it was the best decision for me and for my children. And I like to share that, it's not the dead end that everyone seems to fear it is. You can pick up and go even further in life than what you had before.
We know how we are very afraid of that J word in Malay, janda. It seems like it's a stigma.
It's a stigma,
right?
In our society.
People don't even want to say the word.
Yeah, it's
But we
such
want
a
to talk
bad
openly
word.
about it.
But you know what? Janda baik is a good thing. Aku janda baik. No, I'm at a point in my life, and I think I'm happy that I am at this point when all of this came to be, because I just don't care what other people think and what society thinks and people's judgments of me are, because I've gone through it. And I think what's important is for us to regroup and really sit with ourselves and evaluate our lives and our choices and see if those choices are still relevant. Because in a lot of cases, they're not, and you have to make different choices. And you need to decide things for yourself and take responsibility.
Dr. Shah, do you think that language is also important, the language that we use, the terms that we use when we want to describe the lives of women, because we want to break free or challenge gendered expectations?
When it comes to language, you have to tune to your own channel. Whatever that you say, whatever that you do, sometimes when I talk about image building, when you build your image, it's not just about you appearing in front of public, but it's also what you say. And it's not about what you say sometimes, it's about how you say it. Yeah, so it's you have to really take care of what you say, because sometimes people might misconstrue that, So in terms of that, I feel like communication skills is very important when it comes to language.
Agree.
Yeah, because you need to know the tone of what you're saying in a very appropriate manner. Also, communication derives from a lot of many spectrum, whether it's verbal and non-verbal, and your body language says a lot of things before you even speak. So when you say something, make sure you're congruent, make sure you mean it, Consistency and congruency goes hand in hand.
Yes.
So when you say something, you have to mean it. Mean what you say and say what you mean.
Now, aside, yes, Shazmin.
I mean, I just wanted to add to that is also how we phrase things. Like instead of saying, "Oh, I'm divorced," you could say, "I chose to end my marriage," or instead of saying, I'm still single, you can say, I choose to, you know, live my life according to my personal standards and what I aim to do for myself. So it's rephrasing things.
We'll talk about it right after this break. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Women Talk with me, Nadia. We're talking about a woman's worth, and with my two guests, we have agreed and reached a consensus that we want to move away from labels. Now I want to go to image, to the visuals, because I think women, most of us, maybe not all, we care a lot about how we look like. Whether we have enough makeup on, whether our hair is nice, whether it's okay to grow our greys out, what color to wear.
Grey hair. I did not dye it, you know. My actual grey hair. Yes.
I love that you're embracing that, and I think it's an inspiration to a lot of people who want to do the same.
It's called salt and pepper.
I love it. I'm aiming for that.
I love your hair as well, and the fact that you cut it as well, you know, to change it up a little bit.
Chic.
You know, everyone who knows me, whether in person or on social media or on the podcast, has always seen me with big, curly, black hair, you know, and I've kept that hairstyle for 40 years. It was only recently I decided, you know what, I'm not maintaining this. I'm done with it. I'm so fed up. So I had it cut short, and I don't regret it at all because it's something I've been thinking about for so long, but because my ex-husband didn't want me to cut my hair, and this one didn't want to cut, you know, to cut my hair. In the end, you know, you know what? It's my body. It's my choice.
It was a major transition. If you say you've had a certain branding for over 40 years, to make that change, it may sound easy, but I think there were a lot of things that you had to let go. What do you see becoming the patterns or barriers among women that stop them from truly being or looking
the best that they can
how
be.
they want to be?
I always tell them when they come for the consultation, I say you have to aim to be the best version of yourself, not others, like the best that you can be. You know, because when you start thinking, I want to be this person, I want to be that person, and when I go deeper into analyzing the personality, it just does not blend. You know, so then that's where you feel like you're not happy with yourself, you're not comfortable with what you are presenting to the world, because once you go out of your house, you are presenting yourself to the whole world, not just your neighbors. But mind you, I don't go out from the house without my makeup on. And my neighbors never saw my eyebrow. Not done.
And that's totally
exhausting, though?
It's not exhausting, I love it. As I told you, I'm OCD, so yes. But the thing is, I cannot expect other women to do that. So some women find it very hard, maybe because financially they're not, financially sound, because they think that in order to look good, you have to spend a lot of money. No, it's not that. It's not about having a full makeup. It's not about having the best costume that you can get in the market. No, it's how you present yourself and how you are comfortable in your own skin.
Yes.
To learn to be able to love yourself in that way. If you can just go for lunch yourself all by yourself, you are so liberated.
I do that all the time, by the way.
I do that too.
Do you think, Dr. Shah, there have been times where women, they don't value themselves, they don't see themselves as having worth, so it's difficult for them to get out there to be the best versions of themselves?
It's because they're self-critical of themselves. And whatever people say about them in the social media, they take it to heart. They cannot find a coping mechanism to actually say, no, this is not true. Whatever that they say is not true, and I don't believe it. Because once you start believing what other people say about you, then you start to really actually believing it yourself.
You plant it in your head.
Yes. So what you can do is disrupt that thought. Disrupt, when you start feeling that, disrupt and block. Don't read the whole thing, because you know you're not that. And it doesn't have to be true because it's not proven true. It's what they say, it's not necessarily true, but what you tell yourself, that is true. So believe in yourself.
Good words of advice. We have to wrap up soon right now on the show. So for women out there who want to reclaim their lives, who want to live on their own terms, who are starting to have the courage to write their own narratives or stories, how can they start? If we can give some words of encouragement to boost them, to give them a kickstart, Shaz.
Well, sit within yourself, really truly get to know yourself and who you are as a person, so you can make, informed decisions, moving forward, regardless of your marital status, motherhood, your career and all this. You just have to know yourself well and, do the necessary. It's also another thing is try not to care so much. Try not to seek for validation so much. You've got to trust yourself that you're doing the right thing for yourself.
You have to learn from each other, because what they are going through as well, we have to bridge that gap. Because sometimes when I say something and then my son will be saying, "Mom, why are you so stressed? It's not that deep."
Do you
so
realize
I get
it?
that
You
a lot.
see it? Ah.
It's not that deep. So what is deep? So yeah, I learn a lot too from my children, and I would like to say to the women out there, please always remember that you are enough. You are enough. If you have done the best that you can be, then that is your enough.
Yeah.
That's enough.
Don't be too hard on yourself.
Don't be too hard on yourself. Don't be too self-critical, because if you want to measure your worth, right? It's like the air you breathe. It's always there. You are worth it in any way you can be, because you exist in this world. That is enough to be valuable, enough to be in this world.
I think in a way we don't realize it. We are setting up an ecosystem or a community of women who uplift each other, who support each other. I think that's important. No matter how small or big our circle is, we need other people to help us move forward. So thank you again to Dr. Shah and also to Shazmin for sharing your stories, your personal stories as well, for us to dwell upon or to, think about, and think about how we can rewrite our narratives, rewrite our stories the way that we want to. So yes, thank you so much for being on.
Thank you for having us.
Yes, for all of our viewers out there, remember that this is your story, your journey, and you determine what comes next for you, what your future holds. So don't forget to follow us for updates on Women Talk at Women Talk TV3 and at TV3 Malaysia. We'll be coming in with more episodes on more great topics to empower all of you. Bye-bye, everyone.